If you happen to be in the forex space, you know there's been a lot of things going on lately. One of them being the craziest story of our time, which is MetaQuotes pretty much choosing to part ways with US clients and brokers. And everybody's wondering, like, why would anybody do that? Like, first of all. Second of all, like, as a businessman or entrepreneur, the first thing you're thinking is like, yo, why would I want to lose out on so many clients who make up more or less of participants in the trading markets? So I had to, just like you, I'm asking questions, and I've been in this space for roughly about 7 to 8 years. And this is the first time I've ever seen something this serious. And not only that, we went from my Forex funds shutting down. We have just been watching a whole bunch of prop firms literally like get shut down. Honestly, it's been 3 years now, and the prop evaluation space has been at an all-time high. There's so many of them. At one point, I knew that this was going to come down, but I didn't think it was going to come down that fast at the expense of even brokers now are shutting down. So we're going to get into this, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and thank you for being here. My name is Sir Hans Felix, trader, educator, bag check, so you already know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to show you guys what I came to find out while I was searching for answers. Okay, and let's get into it. Shout out to finance magnates for dropping this article, because it pretty much made all the sense in the world, because it's either one or two things. Either the brokers were not really doing good business, or two, it's either MetaQuotes was not profiting from the brokers as we thought they were, because now we get into the conversations of what? Liquidity providers, tech solution providers. In finance, it has to make sense, like the customer versus the developers versus any parties who are involved in these operations. So if there's some foul play, of course there's going to be some regulations that come into it. So let's go ahead and read. Right, boom. Prop trading MetaQuotes funding pips case may mark the end of MetaQuotes access to US clients. All right, now that's a crazy deal. Black bull markets and purple trading obviously are one of the major players in the industry as far as brokers. So they recently terminated offering gray label MetaTrader services to prop trading firms. Now, this is like the fourth time I'm seeing gray label. And to be honest, a few months ago, if you told me that there was such a thing as a gray label, I would be like, oh wow, that's news to me. All right, so in this space, I came to find out that there's main label brokers, gray label brokers, and white label brokers. All right, so let's continue. Insiders point out that MetaQuotes is flagging the platform due to active US clients. Now you'd be asking yourself, like, why would that be? I thought everybody was just getting the bag, making withdrawals, and having a good time. All right, so the article continues to say that MetaQuotes, the company behind the popular trading platforms MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, is cracking down on prop trading firms. In its latest move, the technology company has forced Black Bull Markets, which was gray labeling its MT5 license to prop trading firms, forced the broker to terminate its service to funding pips. So right there and then, you are now figuring out that gray labeling is pretty much licensing MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5 data to prop firms. So like, you start to wonder, like, damn, does MetaQuotes actually benefit from this? Probably not. So let's go ahead and continue. So dedicated Forex cloud solutions with stable load. Okay, all right, clearly this is not what we got to read. Although MetaQuotes did not publicly confirm its move against prop trading firms, Black Bull's chief business development officer, Anish Salal, told finance magnates that the broker was forced to immediately shut down funding pips as a client. And now, shout out to all my traders, man. Like, these are crazy times, because it started with, yo, what is this whole prop firm thing? To, this prop firm industry is really starting to like pick up steam, especially around like the COVID times. To now, like, yo, why not trade other people's money with the revenue that they are earning off of selling evaluation accounts, because like the best traders really do benefit. I mean, I've benefited. I'm sure you who's watching right now has benefited from, the prop trading space, from FTMO to my forex funds to fortunes funding, the funding pips, or the funded trader, like you name it. All right, so it definitely messes with your livelihood and your confidence when it comes to like what the future will hold for this trading industry. All right. So, and funding pips is not just a regular Joe Schmo prop firm. Like, it actually was making great revenue and was doing good for the community with great payouts. I mean, from what I heard, there's never been like any sign of foul play. So imagine being that the trader that's waiting for your payout, and then the next day you wake up and this is this is devastating. All right. So the CEO of Funding Pips, who goes by the name of Khaled on X, formerly known as Twitter, confirmed that it was the push of Medicals that forced Black Bull to terminate its services to the prop trading firm. He further pointed out that Medical's decision came due to active U.S. clients. There it goes again. It's like, okay, like you ain't want U.S. clients to get the bag too. Like, okay, this is interesting. And so today, Medicals decided to abruptly halt services due to active U.S. clients with no prior notice. And so Black Bull Markets didn't terminate our partnership, but they were forced to let us go. Well, that doesn't that mean all right, anyways, they would have lost their license. So that was the reason they said, nah, son, I'm gonna have to let you go, because if it's either that or I lose my license, like clearly the decision will have to be to keep my license. So good luck with your endeavors. So that's what's been really going on the back end. So as you guys have seen today, they got delisted from the app itself. And so hopefully they come back. I got nothing but the best to talk about them. So this is what's cracking down. Like, brokers are like, yo, I got a good business going on over here. I was pretty much gray labeling you the opportunity to use the data and the feed from MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, but like it's kind of like you go to the movies, you watching the movie, your camera's watching the movie, and now you post that to the internet for somebody else to watch it. So I think that's kind of what was going on. And so because Medicals does not benefit from this in any way, they're like, nah, flag on the play. We're gonna have to do something about that. So Black Bull, like a few other brokerages, took advantage of their MetaTrader license and gray labeled them to prop trading companies. As confirmed by Lau, the broker only allowed funding pips to operate on his demo servers via MT5. So due to pricing structure of MetaTrader licenses, Medicals does not receive. There it is. Medicals does not receive fees for using its demo services. It only charges for using its live servers. So now think about it. You got all these prop firm companies making millions of dollars, right? And Medicals is sitting here like, yo, I know you're not using these demo environments and making millions of dollars. And I'm just looking at my balance sheet here and whoo, well, that's a knee slapper. I'm not making no bread. You feel me? Like, it doesn't make sense as a business for Medicals. All right, so now the plot thickens. When it comes to prop trading firms, most of them only offer simulated trading on demo service to their client, even the ones that pass the challenges. Based on the risk assessment, the platforms then copy the trades on a live server and split the profits with the traders as payouts. Under this model, Medicals does not generate any revenue as activities are on demo servers. All right. So the two MetaTrader platforms are very popular regarding leverage forex or CFDs contracts for differences trading. However, Medicals has been too opaque in its licensing policies. Opaque meaning a little dark, he ain't been too transparent about it. Just it's just been kind of like up in the air. So it even tightened its licensing policies for offshore brokers, and we saw that happening with the SVG and Grenadine licenses. We ain't gonna get too, okay, all right, let's talk about, like we saw a lot of things going on where brokers were losing their licenses, or they was knocking down doors like, hey, you say you got a license with us, but like, where's your physical address? Do you just have like a wallet operating as a business? Do you have an LLC that's actually based out in Cyprus, or is it in the US? Like, they were really starting to crack down. And that's why your favorite broker's favorite broker lost their license. And that includes a lot of companies that we obviously, as traders, we've been doing business with. And there's a lot of other shady things going on, a lot of things transpired by hate, jealousy, and it's just a lot. And sadly, the people who are directly impacted are the traders, but the owners sometimes, or the tech providers, like the EA developers, everybody's impacted at a certain level. But the core people who are highly impacted are the retail traders and those who are constantly, purchasing prop evaluation accounts, and those who have been working super hard to remain consistent and profitable. And now all they was waiting for is a payout, and now we got this. So we understand the situation. I feel for everybody, including my students, and everybody who's in the space. Like, if you're a trader who's been like putting in the work to be at this level, to play by their rules. When I say their rules, I'm talking about the prop firms, and for you to just be expected to get paid, it's just like you worked 40 hours and you waiting on your paycheck, and now the boss got something to say. Like, bro, I don't want to hear it. Like, run me my money, dog. Like, I did what I needed to do. Like, I adjusted my strategies to cater to this prop firm, and now look at what's going on. So like, it's obviously very frustrating. And if you're watching this video, man, like, I feel for you. Just keep your head up. Let's go ahead and continue. So gray labeling is obviously not something that MetaQuotes is pretty much okay with. That's why I'm saying gray labeling of its licenses allows brokers to offer MT4 and MT5 to other companies, but MetaQuotes otherwise would have denied it. If they allowed it, they wouldn't have to go through all these loops for that to happen. And now think about this for a second. You got people literally taking advantage of this system, opening up like 3 to 4 to 5 evaluation firms, making money on the back end as like consultants and whatnot, and cutting down the cost for them to do business, but high ticketing everybody to do business with them. Yeah, it's like that, huh? Okay, we starting to understand what's going on here. So, and then the plug MetaQuotes, they're not getting paid. So like, it just doesn't make sense. I see now why like this had to happen. So other than Black Bull Markets, Purple Trading, and another broker gray labeling its MetaTrader licenses are also terminated its services to the prop trading firms earlier this week. So while Black Bull's actions only affected one known prop firm, Purple Trading offered services to several prop trading firms, included Funded Engineer, Aqua Funded, I've never heard of you, Goat Funded Trader, the Funded Trader, Skilled Funded, oh Lord, Funded, okay, typo, Skilled Funded Trader, and others. Wow, 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 wow. Meanwhile, some self-claimed traders on X are taking the compliance drive positively, though some oppose regulation. I mean, everybody's going to have what they're going to have their say about regulation, but at the end of the day, it's coming down. And it's because people took advantage of the situation way too much. All right. And it's just wow. Though some oppose regulation, a framework in the space can be beneficial. I would agree. At least that could ensure integrity. Yep. It maintains stability. the Twitter handle TraderBach wrote. Makes sense. All right, so what's in it for the U.S. clients? Because that's what we really want to know. I live in the U.S. currently, and I know a lot of people already like, yo, is it time to start, venturing out? Hey, it just might be, just never know. All right, so the U.S. clients are off limits. The United States regulators are very strict regarding leverage trading services for retail traders. Yep, that's why we have Rwanda, and that's why we have the leverage that it has. All right, or forex.com. And that's why everybody gravitated towards unregulated offshore brokers, because they would offer the 1-to-500s, the 1-to-1000s. Make sense? All right. So prop trading firms never take clients' money for trading or investments. They only sell trading challenges for a fee. And if traders successfully pass that challenge, then they can trade with funds provided by the prop trading platform. If there are any profits, the prop trading company will split that with the trader. Basically, as somebody who has been in the prop firm space, and I finally understood that, yeah, we're trading simulated accounts. That's one. And two, whatever profit that you made, the company, depending on the condition, let's say it was saying that, hey, let's take advantage of this promotion, you get 90% of the split. So you make $10,000, you get $9K. All right. So essentially, they're saving that extra $1K that you profited in your simulated accounts, whether live or demo. Okay. So live, right? So many firms target US clients because prop trading platforms are technically not regulated in the US. But let me also add, they are running business in the US as LLCs and their IP addresses. So there are just so many things that are like causing foul play, then regulators are going to step in. And that's what's going on right now. So according to Finance Magnate's report, about a third of these companies are registered in the US. However, the industry became cautious after the US commodities market regulator, sued my forex funds, alleging fraud. And once you start hearing fraud, the feds go start stepping in, start taking a good closer look at the situation. So according to the CEO of Funding Pips, Medical's concerns revolve around onboarding U.S. clients by prop trading funded engineer, which lost the services of Purple Trading and onboarding Blueberry Markets as its partners, specified that it would not be able to offer services to U.S. students and U.S. citizens and residents. Good God. All right. We have already obtained a Forex license as well as Medical's license, which will allow us to continue offering MT file services to all clients except USA. Damn, except though, and residents. Rest assured, we are actively working on a solution for our USA-based clients as well. A post by, okay, cool. All right, so the Medical's move indicates that the company is very cautious. Obviously, they're trying to maintain their business. I don't see nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think that what's going to happen is these companies will probably have to partner up with brokers that do have their third party softwares to allow the US to still be able to trade simulated accounts with them. That would be a good solution because, like, obviously the US don't want to be sitting here just watching everybody collect pips and make money off of these prop accounts, and then they just going back to their regular trading account, which, by the way, average traders between 18 to 30, they deposit nothing but like $500 to $1,000 and just repeating that cycle. And that's why like people thought that it would make more sense to participate in these challenges because the payout makes more sense. All right, so that's why like now everybody's like, man, it's kind of tough. Hopefully, these companies will pull through and that like the US clients will still be able to participate in the Forex retail space. And that's why a lot of people are now moving into futures as well, because they're like, man, this is not amusing by any of the sort. And honestly, like it's been pretty shaky ever since my Forex funds had shut down. And we all know it was literally a slippery slope and a domino effect from there. So the article continues to say, I understand the restrictions that apply to USA, but the decisions to obligate brokers to revoke licenses from prop firms suggests to me that medicals may have grown weary of them reselling their tech. That right there is definitely the nail that hit it on the head. All right, so they might negotiate direct licenses without third parties. That could be the solution. So although the Funny Pip CEO said that it has active US clients, its website now shows that the US, the UAE, dang, and Vietnam, oh man, as three restricted countries. That's crazy. Meanwhile, a Miami-based prop firm, Top Tier Trader, has recently extended the list of its restricted countries, adding Germany, Vietnam, the United Kingdom, and several others. That's crazy, yo. Because, like, let's say you are like seeing the data of the average traders. Like, for instance, with Fortune's funding, I gave the idea to our team that like we should show to our audience like who are the top payout traders based on nation, you know. So like we saw that the US was one of our main countries where like we were getting great payouts, and then there was Germany, there were other honorable mentions as well. But like to be banning these countries like the United Kingdom, that causes a big problem in our space. So I say all that to say, man, like it's gonna be very interesting these next couple of months, but I would not lose hope just yet. That also allowed for leaders and innovators of this space to be 2, 3, 4 steps ahead, creating new software, new solutions, maybe new potential prop firms for the US, using third-party software that doesn't have anything to do with meta quotes, because at the end of the day, like traders are still gonna want to trade and everybody's looking for answers. One thing for sure, two things for certain is a trader's gonna trade no matter what. Yo, you give me a chart on any block, I still catch my pips, man. So just give me some Wi-Fi, give me a laptop, give me a desktop, like that's all we need. So I just want to let our traders within this community to know like better times are ahead. Don't be afraid to learn a new platform. I know MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 is our baby, but one thing about a trader is you gotta adapt. This is also opportunity for you to like start thinking really outside the box. Like there's innovative ideas that can come out of this. We are in transitionary times. Let me know in the comment below, or hopefully this brought some light to what's going on. Thank you for sticking by and reading this article with me. It brought a lot of light. Once again, shout out to Finance Magnates. If you see the hat, man, you already know what we rocking with. Shout out to some of our partners at Sway Markets. Sway is the way, you already know the vibes. And with that being said, peace, love, and blessings. See you in the next video.